All right, here we go. So factoring 2 by 3, remember a by c, right? A by c is -6. Two things to multiply to make -6, add to 5. R? Be careful with that, right? -6 and +1 or +6 and -1?
+6 and negative.
Good. All right, and then we got to divide by a, right? Divide by that 2, so we actually get x plus 3. Right? And 2x minus 1. Now, for everyone that did not, like when we did factoring earlier on, you just found the answers. Okay, this is where the factored form really becomes a big deal for you. Okay, 4 times -3 is? -12. Two things to multiply to make -12 and add to 4? 6 and 2. Okay, so we get x plus 6. X minus 2? Okay. All right, we got to divide by 4. So we get
2x plus 3, 2x minus 1.
Good, that reduces. That reduces. So we get 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 1. All right, so those are the pieces that we want right here. So if you need a little extra help on factoring, that's something we have to spend some time on individually. Okay, 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1, those are the commons. So we need that. This one has an x plus 3. Does this one have it?
No.
Nope. We need that. And this one has a 2x plus 3. Does it matter the order?
No.
It doesn't matter. They're like, we're multiplying. You multiply in any order, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Questions? All right. Here we go. Let's move on to number 8.
All right.
Hey, write it down in your notes. We're going to work this one out. I'm as pumped as you are. Probably a little more. Hey, for those of you that don't like erasing, or you're like, man, I wasted space, I'm going to end up doing it this way. I don't want you to waste space on your paper, you know. Okay? I'm going to stack them when I add them, which means I need room across this way also. Okay, so looking at that, I'm going to put them in parentheses so I know they're already factored. Looking at that, what's our common denominator? Tell your neighbor. We know we're going to multiply by something to get our common denominator. So our common denominator is?
X squared minus 25.
This has an x plus 5. Does this one?
No.
No, we need an x plus 5. This one has an x minus 5. Does this one?
No.
No, we need an x minus 5. Okay, so very similar to what we've been doing. Now we're just putting it into an actual problem. That's our common denominator. X plus 5, x minus 5. You're right, it's x squared minus 25, but we're not going to multiply it out. Okay? So what do we need to multiply this by?
X minus 5.
We need the x minus 5. That times that gives us that. So we're multiplying by that special 1. X minus 5 over x minus 5 is still 1. So now we have 3 times x minus 5, or 3x minus 15. Now I multiply it out on the way over. I distribute it if I can, and I'll show you why here in a minute. Saves us a little time. And x minus 5 times what gives us x plus 5, x minus 5? X plus 5. And x plus 5 on top. That gives us 1 there, right? So our numerator here is?
7x plus 35.
Okay. Okay, how we doing right there? Good? Now, we add down. Now, when we add fractions, remember we keep the numerator. X plus 5.
The numerator?
Or the denominator, thank you. X plus 5, X minus 5. The top we get, combine like terms. Good. 7x and 3x is 10x. 35 and negative 15 is positive 20. Total yay. Are we done?
Yes, sir.
I will tell you we have one more step.
We have to.
Yeah, you have to factor the top. What comes out of the top?
10.
10 times what?
X plus 2.
X plus 2. Now, when I factor that top and I look at the bottom, there's sometimes that something might cancel. Does that happen here?
No.
Nothing cancels. So either of these answers would actually work. But we've got to check it. Okay? Yes?
Do we have to do restrictions?
You know what? We're not going to do restrictions right now on this. Okay? Yes?
So are both of those restrictions or just a second?
Either one would work. But I like you to factor at the end again just to make sure we can't cancel. Okay? All right. Any other questions?
First time.
Okay. Moving on. Number 10. Why 10? Because 9's so easy. All right. Number 10. Give number 10 a go. Hey, for those of you that are struggling getting started, most of you realize you need a factor,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, what? Oh, it's.
Can't M plus 3, 2. So is
What's this one? 6 and 2.
negative.
Minus 6 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Hey, if you recall, I gave you one hint at the beginning of the lesson today to see how many of us would like just pick it up. Always try to reduce first. Can I reduce?
Yes.
Yeah, I can reduce right here. Now, if you didn't, don't like scribble everything out and throw your paper away. It's still going to be okay. All right, but we can reduce. It makes it an easier problem. Correct? So, if I'm looking at this, I have m minus 3 over m plus 2, m plus 3. And I'm adding to that
Whatever.
X plus 2.
now 1
M plus 2.
over m plus 2. Just makes the denominator easier to deal with.
Variables aren't X.
So I'm going to be multiplying by something, and that's going to equal my common denominator of,
M plus 2, M plus 3.
good. We need the m plus 2, and that one has an m plus 3 that we need. Now, if you didn't do that, if you didn't reduce, it just means at the end you're going to reduce more. Okay? Dude, that one's easy. 1 over 1. Total low.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Hey, m plus m is
2M.
2m. 3 and negative 3 is?
0.
Yeah, it's 0, right? So we're not going to need anything there. We got that m plus 2 and m plus 3 on the bottom.
Right.
Okay, so you could just write that as 2m over m plus 2, m plus 3. Off the screen, thank you. Okay, can we cancel anything?
No.
No. All right. Any questions? So what do we learn from this problem?
That fraction should be very difficult.
Yeah, simplify first, and they can be difficult. All right. Okay, everyone rate themselves 1 to 5. Good. Okay, let's move on to number 12.
I don't even have much space for 12. Maybe
You can do it on a separate sheet of paper. That's okay. Number 12.
yes, please.
Have your attention up here. Hey, everything's factored on top. It's factored on bottom. The common denominator is
3x plus minus.
Minus
3x minus 2. So don't make it so complex that you're like, man, I got to do all this work to find a new common denominator when you already have a common denominator, right? There it is. So we add the top, 6x squared plus 5x minus 6. So now if I was a student sitting out there, I'd be going, well, why are you making me do that easy problem? We're not done, right? You got to factor the top. A times C,
I feel like it's going to be 3x and 2x.
negative 36. Two things to multiply to make negative 36 and add to 5.
4, 9.
4, 9.
It's
Negative 4.
Okay. So negative 4 and positive 9. And then what do we have to do? Divide by 6. And reduce it. So that actually becomes 3x minus 2 and
2x plus 3.
2x plus 3.
Which is what I got.
And our denominator is still
3x minus 2.
3x minus 2.
So then you just cancel.
Hey, and then you cancel.
The bottom is 1. Get with it.
So,
Homie.
answer is 2x plus 3. Hey, just quick review. What do we call this when we graph it?
Problem.
Removable discontinuity, also known as a hole. Good. No, not today. Okay, need your attention back up here. Questions? Hey, number 14.
Hey, alright.
Give number 14 a go. As far as you can. You know, it was amazing that I couldn't sneak by and sneak it by you that this was subtracting. You guys are amazing.
I know.
Hey, remember when we subtract, it's easier to just add the opposite. Just tack a negative onto the top and make that plus.
You can do that.
You can do that, yeah.
Plus sign.
It doesn't matter where you put the negative. You can put it on bottom, but it's easier to put it on top. Total dude. Yeah. Okay. So now we go y over 4y plus 8. Let's factor that. That's 4 times y plus 2. Okay. And we're adding that to, well, let's factor this. This is y times y plus 2. So we're adding it to negative 1 over y times y plus 2. Okay, what do we need to multiply by? Well, we need to find the common denominator. This has a y. Does that one have a y? No, we need the y. Okay. This has a 4. That one doesn't. We need a 4. Okay, and they both have a y plus 2.
So it's just 4y.
We'll just keep that.
Oh, yeah.
4y plus 2. So, what is this one missing that has? 4. So multiply across gives us negative 4. What's this one missing? Good. Y squared.
Bless you.
Total bless you. Okay.
No words.
Okay, y squared minus 4 over 4y times y plus 2. Now, some of you look at the top right away and go, that's, what is that called?
Difference perfect squares. I did it different and I'm totally lost.
Thank you. Okay, difference of two perfect squares on top. What cancels?
Y squared. Y plus 2. God dang it. The whole at -2. Y equals -2.
Y minus 2 over 4y. Can we cancel the y's?
No, sir.
No.
Quantity.
Quantitized. That's a cool word. Quantitized. All right. Questions? Holy moly. We've been working away. Hey, number 15, that's the next one. We're not going to get to that today. Your assignment, though, is the example side.
Tip number 1.
9 through 19 odds.
Hey, alright.
So all less than but 16.
all of the problems except
Okay, if you wanna go that route, I mean. All right. Hey, really, spend some time on it. Remember, you shouldn't be spending more than about a half hour on it.
That's why he wouldn't do number 9.
That could be why.
I see how it is.
all the ones we didn't do.
Very good. Hey, the ones we did in class were part of your assignment.
Oh, but we just did
You just did them. That makes you feel better.
it. And we're